Welcome back to Physical Geology. I'm your Professor Farida Baksa Musa, and today we embark on a journey through deep time using the clues left behind in stone to unravel the story of fossils and evolution, and to understand how this record reveals both the history of life and the processes that shaped it. Let's begin with the excitement of discovery. Imagine finding the imprint of a shell, a leaf, or the footprint of a dinosaur in a rock. These are fossils, preserved evidence of ancient life. For centuries, the origins of such traces puzzled scientists. But thanks to naturalists like Steno, Hooke, and Cuvier, we now understand these are remnants of once living organisms, embedded in the layers of Earth's history. Yet, becoming a fossil is far from easy. Fossilization is a rare event, and organisms' remains are most likely to be preserved if they are buried quickly, possess hard parts like shells or bones, and settle in low oxygen environments that slow decay. Over time, minerals may replace the original tissue or fill its pores, resulting in permineralization or petrification. Sometimes only a trace like a footprint or thin carbon film survives. In exceptional cases, freezing, embedding in amber, or burial in tar or anoxic mud can preserve even delicate soft tissue. These processes create a surprising range of fossil types. Body fossils, actual preserved parts, bones, teeth, shells. Trace fossils, records of activity, tracks, burrows, nests, coprolites, that's excreta of solidified fossilized excreta of animals. Molds, scars, impressions, and even chemical signatures. This diversity lets us reconstruct not just what ancient organisms look like, but also how they behaved and interacted with their world. But the fossil record is always incomplete. Hard-bodied organisms buried rapidly in low oxygen conditions are most likely to fossilize. Soft-bodied or exposed organisms usually vanish without a trace. This preservation bias means the record is patchy, but every new discovery helps scientists refine the picture of life's evolutionary past. To make sense of these remains, paleontologists, ones who study fossils, use taxonomy, systematically classifying fossils by shape, structure, and in recent times by genetic information when available. Over time, this system has mapped out the tree of life, showing how each fossil species is related, how features have evolved, and how groups branch off in response to new adaptive opportunities. As fossils are organized by age and type, they reveal the story of evolution. The oldest rocks contain the simplest forms, microbes or soft-bodied creatures, while younger rocks reveal an increasing complexity, the rise of plants, invertebrates, fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals, and finally humans. Transitional fossils like the Archaeopteryx or Tiktaalik bridge major evolutionary steps, illustrating descent with modification and showing how one form changes into another over generations. But how does evolution happen? Charles Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace proposed natural selection. Individuals with beneficial traits are most likely to survive and reproduce, so those traits gradually spread. Over long periods, selection, mutation, migration, and genetic drift drive populations apart, producing new species. Evolution isn't always gradual. Mass extinctions, such as the catastrophic event that ended the dinosaurs, pruned the tree of life, clearing niches for surviving groups to rapidly diversify. These episodes of rapid change alternate with long stretches of stability, recording both the power and unpredictability of evolutionary processes. While the fossil record preserves only a fraction of past life, it still chronicles major evolutionary trends: the rise of oxygen and complex cells, the Cambrian explosion, the transition to land, and the repeated emergence and loss of remarkable body forms. It allows us to date evolutionary events, reconstruct ancient environments, and understand how biological innovation, extinction, and adaptation have shaped the tapestry of life. The story doesn't end in the past. Over millions of years, ancient plants and microorganisms formed the fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas that drive modern industry and society. Today, geologists use seismic surveys and mapping to locate these fossil fuel reservoirs, whether trapped in conventional rocks or extracted from oil sands and shale formations. Yet this dependence binds us to decisions made by ecosystems millions of years ago and raises urgent questions about sustainability, environment, and energy. In essence, fossils provide a unique window on ancient life, offering direct evidence for evolution. The process of fossilization determines what is preserved, delivering both a powerful story and unavoidable gaps. Through classification and genetic study, we reconstruct the tree of life and trace the dynamics of evolution and extinction. The fossil record documents both gradual transformations and rapid revolutions in the history of life. The fuels that power our world are themselves a legacy of Earth's lost ecosystems. Understanding fossils and evolution gives us not only a sense of our planet's vast history, but also insight into how the past shapes our present and ultimately our future. Thank you so much for joining this lecture. Make sure you do your study question, make sure you take your quizzes, make sure you come for office hours. If you have any questions, email me and do your labs on time. And I'll see you in the next one.